All right, so if you haven't, most of you probably haven't seen, is it We Were Soldiers, right? We Were Soldiers, not When We Were Soldiers, just We Were Soldiers. I'm going to set you guys up because I got to show you this scene. And there's, what happens, they're in Vietnam, and really? That's a first. So it takes place in Vietnam, and this is the first time the concept of helicopters. These helicopters are like cavalry now, and they're going in, dropping troops off, and picking them up, taking them out. So it's a new concept. They're trying this thing out. But what happens? Mel Gibson is the lieutenant colonel, and his unit is down there in a hot LZ, which means there's a lot of fire going on. There's a lot of drama. Enemies there, and Snake is his buddy, and Snake is a combat pilot, and he's delivering troops. He has weapons and whatnot, but he's not a medevac pilot. And so what ends up happening, as Mel Gibson and them are on the ground, as Mel Gibson and his soldiers are on the ground, they're taking casualties, and the bodies are being stacked. And so what they have a squadron of medevac helicopters that are supposed to go in and pick up the wounded and then fly out with the wounded. And while Snake is an attack helicopter pilot type of thing, a troop transport pilot, he's been doing this a couple of times, so they're following him, and he's yelling, he's on the radio saying, just follow me in, it's a hot LZ, just follow me in, I know the path in, and you're going to take fire. So they peel off and they dive in there, and as they start diving, they all start taking fire, small rounds fire and things like this. And some of the medevac commanders' team, some of their helicopters the members get shot. And the medevac commander yells to his choppers, there's like 4 or 5 choppers, peel off, head back home, danger, danger, let's go back home. And so they go back home. And so who's left to do the job? Snake. Snake is doing the job. And so he lands in the midst of all this fire, enemy fire. He's dropping off beans, bullets, and Band-Aids, and he's picking up bodies, and then he takes off, and he's been doing this all day long. The scene picks up when day operations have ceased, flight operations have ceased, and it's then we pick up from there. Now Snake, he gets out of his helicopter because he's been flying under adrenaline and in the face of death and courage, and he gets out and he's just shaken up and he throws up. This is where the scene picks up. All right, somebody get the lights. It's a quick scene, so what does this have to do with Christians?